about nutrition. That is how I eat throughout the day on the days of a long run.
Hi guys, it's 4:30 a.m. The reason I'm talking in hushed tones is because everybody's asleep. Won't want to wake anyone. So, it's 2 bananas, preferably small or medium. We don't want anything too much in the system when we are running. So, 2 banana எடுத்துக்கோங்க. Of course, slicing or not is up to you guys. If I have the time, I slice. Okay.
So before the run at 4:30 a.m. I had peanut butter and bananas. So this together gave me around 280 calories, which was more than enough to sustain me during the run.
There's around 8 grams of protein per 32 or 30 grams, so it's pretty good. Peanut butter. So always try something that you already established before going for long run, okay? Alright. Doesn't look very artistic, but loop. Cheers. That's truly heaven. So now, let me finish my run. I'll get back to you.
Okay, we have finished 12.7 kilometers out of 18. We have come to Goengonal Canal, as you can see. So we'll be heading back home now and finishing 18 kilometers. See you guys then. Bye bye. Okay guys, finished my run. Now it's time for my protein supplement. One scoop equals around 30 grams protein. So here we go. Taking around 1 level scoop. Okay, this is 1 level. You shouldn't mount the scoop, you should level it. Use this. The bottle usually comes with markings. So you have to fill with water up to the 200 ml mark for each scoop. Alright. And now as you can see it's crossed 200 ml. You saw the spring inside that is going to help in mixing. That usually comes with the order of your supplement. You shake this. And you have protein shake that's ready to drink. That's a solid 30 grams of protein after your run. So as long as you take your peanut butter and banana before the run and have a dose of protein after the run, you should be fine. So some experts say that you have to take at least 1 gram per kilogram of protein after your run, but you can take even 0.8 to 1 gram per kilogram after your run to ensure that your muscle is not wasted. So if you're into bodybuilding, then I strongly advise you to take 2 grams per kilogram of protein after your run. Okay, alright. So that was a good run. Burnt around 1600 calories. So I recommend you use an app like Healthify Me or MyFitnessPal. So these kind of apps will help you to understand how much calories or get an idea of how much to eat to gain muscle, to maintain muscle, or to lose weight. Okay. Okay guys, now it's 10:45 a.m. and it's time for my snack. So I'm going to have just 1 tablespoon of peanut butter this time. And it should come to around 15 grams. So for the morning snack I had cashews, almonds and peanut butter. Together it constitutes around 70 grams. So totally it also gives not just carbohydrates but also proteins and fats, a very high source of proteins and fats. Along with this I will be adding plain almonds around 10. Okay. And I'll also be adding 10 cashews, also plain. And please note that I'm not using salted cashews or roasted nuts. All of these are plain nuts. Okay, so we have a total of 71 grams for the snack. This mixing is going to be a little difficult because there's only 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. If you weigh more than me, you will probably need more calories. So I'm just 65 or 66 kg, so I'm having lesser quantity as per the app. So follow what the app says and increase your calories accordingly. You don't have to have the exact number of calories or the exact amount of foods that I'm having, because all of our bodies are different. So this is just a guideline on what kind of foods to eat, so that you won't lose muscle after your heavy cardio. It's good. Okay guys, it's time for lunch. So for lunch we are going to have around 200 grams of rice and 250 grams of chicken. So I'm switching this on. Let's see how much of rice comes to 200 grams. It will surprise you that 200 grams of rice is actually a very small quantity. Most of you will be having more, thinking that it's 200. Actually, 200 கம்மியா தான் வரும். 190 grams. Yes. Okay, now this is switched off. So when I switch it on, the rice won't be taken into account because it was already there before switching on the instrument. Now I'm going to add chicken so that it comes to around 250 grams. That's about it. Alright, so it's time for a nutritious lunch. Usually don't have this much rice. The reason I'm having this is because of the long run.
So for the snack, I'm also going to have milk tea. Nothing like a hot piping cup of tea after a long run. Please don't forget, no sugars. Cheers. Yeah, that's the stuff. Okay folks, it's time for a small indulgence. I have one small piece of stevia brownie. Please note, it's not an actual sugar brownie. It's a stevia chocolate brownie. Okay, made with cocoa and stevia. So let's see how much this weighs, and we'll add it in today's diet.
Comes to around 34 grams. I'm going to add the extra bits. Yeah, almost 40 grams. Okay.
Don't judge me. It's not for you. But seriously speaking, certain people, they think they can eat whatever they want just because they burn 1600 calories. I used to be among this category too. But I found cutting back on sugar and occasionally using sugar substitutes like stevia helped me to lower my cravings and also enjoy foods like these on and off, only on days of long runs. Okay, if you work out well, eat well, man, but just avoid unnecessary sugars, trans fats and alcohol. Okay, it's going to go here. Don't do that. I had to indulge a bit, so I had 40 grams of brownie, but it had stevia instead of sugar. And along with this, I also had 2 scrambled eggs. So eggs are a very good source of proteins as well as fats, and I highly recommend to take eggs especially during the days of a long run.
Now it's time for dinner. As I told you already, we are going to be having 300 grams of rice and 100 grams of chicken. So let's see if the values are correct. So I'm dropping the rice here. You can see the readings change. More rice. We need around 50 more grams of rice. Okay. Let's try the chicken now. switch this off and switch it on, so this weight will become 0. Now let's see how many grams of chicken we are having here. We are aiming for 100 grams, so it's gone to 200. So you can remove some. Yeah. More rice, please. So adding more rice. So we need 50 more grams of rice. So 30, 43, and 50. Okay guys, time for a healthy dinner, and I'll be also finishing with whey isolate before I go to bed. So the reason why I'm taking the supplement during days of long runs is because the body needs that amount of protein, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with using supplements once in a while. And if you're going for a long run once a week, I highly recommend that you take in enough protein during that day, and during those days, during such days, I advise you to take whey protein or at least some kind of plant-based protein, because it's very difficult to bring protein into natural food sources, because one is the cost factor, and of course it's also going to be difficult to bring that amount of protein in your foods on an everyday basis or during days of long runs. So invest in a supplement and use it twice or thrice a day during those days of long runs. So we'll close with this for today. Thank you so much for watching once again. See you. Please.
The basic takeaway for today is to have 500 calories extra on the day before the long run, and after the long run you should have another 500 calories extra than your usual diet. So I usually take 2000 calories on an everyday basis, and during these days of long runs I take 2500 or 2600. This should be enough to keep your muscle mass intact, as long as you're taking enough protein, that is more than 1 gram per kilogram body weight.
Please subscribe for more videos, and if you like this video, please give it a like and share. Thank you.